Today what we're going to do is we're going to introduce you to some basic driving tips for off-road driving conditions. Two of the most critical elements on a four-wheel drive vehicle you should watch for is traction and ground clearance. Traction is your ability to get grip on slippery surfaces. And the most misunderstood part of ground clearance is your approach angle, wherein it dictates how far you'd be able to, how steep a climb you'd be able to make. Secondly, we go to your breakover angle. This is what dictates how steep a mound that your vehicle can climb. Your breakover angle begins here at the bottom of the rear of the front tire. Find the center section of the vehicle, lowest point, that would be the chassis, and then draw another line down here. No? And that's the angle of how steep your vehicle should be able to negotiate. No? And thirdly, you have your departure angle. Now, if you have to enter a deep ditch or make a steep climb, your departure angle is essential, and that starts from here at the bottom of the rear wheel and draw a imaginary line to the lowest point at the tail of the vehicle. That's how much angle you should be able to negotiate in off-road conditions. The correct driving position of a four-wheel drive vehicle in difficult terrain is no different from driving on road. Number one, you want to have your buttocks tucked in all the way to the leaner, and then you adjust accordingly and make sure that your wrists are on top of the wheel. The idea is when you push the wheel, you will have just enough leverage to properly get the distance, hence the need for measuring with the wrist. You will only hold the wheel in a 10-2 or 9-3 position with your thumbs out for off-road driving, because these little things can kick and you might break your thumb. No? You never cross your hands like this, and you never do this. It's a complete no-no. If in the event the tire hits a rock or an obstacle and kicks, you let go, you lose control of the vehicle. The idea is to have at least one hand with a firm grip, and you might be surprised it'll be easier to steer the vehicle in this manner. You want to have the vehicle at your seat, if it's adjustable, at the highest position, so you can have a better view of what's around you and you can anticipate your trail. If you're not familiar with the ground clearance of your vehicle, avoid straddling. Straddling is when you let obstacles pass under your vehicle. I highly suggest just run over the obstacle with your tires using one side instead of straddling. That you have a higher probability of negotiating the obstacle. On ditch crossing, the idea is you should be able to put one tire in the ditch at a time. So you take one right front, and then it goes up the ditch, left front goes into the hole, 3, right tire goes into the hole, and then 4, left rear goes into the hole, and that way you maintain at least 3 tires on the ground with contact for traction. And there's least resistance when it comes to having 2 tires in a hole. In crossing streams, you want to let the current of the water work for you. The wrong approach is to directly cross it. No? The idea is you want to cross it diagonally with a little help from the water pushing you through, which will help you from getting stuck. There are situations that you have to go against the current. No? But the idea is you still have to take it diagonally. You want to show a little surface as possible so that the water doesn't push the vehicle. You want to take it at an angle so that the water will have less resistance when you take it with an angle. For more off-road driving tips, I invite you to buy this month's issue of BBC Top Gear Philippines. It's our adventure edition. We should be able to tackle most of your immediate needs for off-road driving. Enjoy the magazine. I'll see you.